On November 18th of 2018, I was admitted to Aurora Recovery Centre for an alcohol-fueled nervous breakdown or a spiritual awakening, depending on how you like to look at it. I had been pushing myself hard for a long time. I was going back to college in a high-performance communications course at Red River College in Winnipeg. Before that, I'd run my own business doing construction, specifically flooring. And I'd always worked hard and played hard. And it had just reached a point where I couldn't continue. Leading up to my breakdown was really just things stacking up. It was feeling behind in life. I was taking a college course at 34 where most of the other people in the course were 24. I hadn't been in school since high school, and a lot of them were taking this just to get an extra diploma. They already had university degrees. So trying to change my brain and my thought patterns just to be able to go from working construction every day to being in college was difficult, and I coped with alcohol, which worked for a while. But as I kept doing it, of course, alcohol is kind of like running high-test fuel through a car that's not supposed to have it. At first it seems really great, and then it just wears the car down, and eventually that's all it can run on. And that's what it felt like inside my head, was that I just pushed and pushed till it got worn down. And the day of my breakdown, I was probably on the edge of an alcoholic seizure. It felt like there were spiders crawling inside my head. I wasn't necessarily expecting to be admitted to a program, but my parents could see how much I was struggling, and they'd seen my struggles, and they admitted me to Aurora. I was pretty resistant at first to the idea of being in a facility, of doing the treatment. I just wanted to detox and maybe go to a couple meetings. But in hindsight, I'm so glad that I did Aurora as my first step. Like, instead of struggling through trying to do it myself anymore, or going to meetings or a crisis center and patching it all together, I went to a place that had all of those things in one, and a place where I was able to take 2 months to just really work on myself. And the mental health component was huge because I didn't have a lot of coping skills. I developed bad coping skills in my life, and Aurora has given me the framework to build better coping skills. I've readmitted to college, and when I go back, I know that I'll use the mind-body bridging, the behavioral therapy techniques that I worked on in Aurora to keep my emotional and mental health on the straight and narrow, so to speak. And I've come out a changed person. At the end of the day, I feel that this is the only disease that you make the choice to get better from. You can't make the choice to stop having cancer. You can't make the choice to stop having diabetes, but you can make the choice to want to get better from drugs and alcohol, and that's the only thing that will allow you to get better from drugs and alcohol. That's the only thing that allows me to. So my challenges are just waking up and knowing I'm not going to drink today because sobriety is so much better. My main challenge is the voices inside my head. You know, when I'm out with friends or even when I'm alone, to say no one would know if I were to pick up that drink. But the tools that I've been given at Aurora, not just the addictions one, but the mental health ones that have allowed me to face inner demons and really to point out goals and core values, are the biggest help in terms of facing those challenges.